always looked at Cherif like, why does he do the seminar business? He has got a fund, he's got everything going for himself, he's got the notes. Why the seminar business? It's time to relax, And I realized, this guy, he's investing in people.
You're only limited by your knowledge, creativity, and ability to communicate. One week of my life equals somebody else's full year because I'm in constant communication with students, so I get to see their experience as well. The goal is not to be obsessed about making money. I've seen people get obsessed about it, then they lose their life. The goal is to have enough income steady coming in with the least amount of hassle we can have, and then really invest in some things where the assets keep growing.
Last 8 years, I think I've spent well over $300,000 on coaches, and I choose them very, very carefully. And if all of that money was to get me to you, it was worth it.
We were so lucky to be the first group in Puerto Rico. Absolutely extraordinary experience. We became friends, us people there. And a couple of our friends we are now doing at least 3 business ventures with. They made a presentation at the Puerto Rican event about we had to do homework and come with a property that we would like to acquire, and they suggested a liquor store. Okay, we didn't buy it right there and then, but they did it after we came back, and now they have 10 since April last year. And people are calling them, do you want to buy my liquor store? We hear you guys do liquor stores. And now they are expanding and they developed a system.
Hi, my name is Dinesh. I've actually just finished a 3-day intensive personal one-on-one coaching with Cherif. For those of you that know Cherif, that's a pretty intense experience. We went through many different subjects. I think I'll probably learn 6 months or more of stock trading and option trading skills than it would have taken me 6 months to learn what I learned in a day. I obviously am going to go and practice, and it was amazing to watch Cherif trade live in the market in front of me. I think we made like $12,000 in a few hours of trading in front of me with just like few clicks on the computer. I'm sure the sky is the limit. I mean, just walking with him and looking at the buildings that he owns in Puerto Rico is quite amazing. Just walk down one street and literally every other building is his.
Hi, my name is Kelly Baker. I've actually had the pleasure of knowing Cherif since 1999 when we worked together as hotel executives. Cherif taught me how to buy my first house. And I used those principles in several other real estate transactions to purchase that house and to roll that money into other properties. He also taught me how to invest in my 401k for the first time and in other stocks and bonds. And we made a killing in 99 and 2000. I've learned so much from him, and that relationship is very treasured. And that is why I come back year after year. And that is why I feel safe with Cherif, and because I have watched him throughout the years. The stories that he tells in his classes, I saw happen. I actually saw them day to day, week to week, month to month, and I saw it happen. It's not just a story, it's truth. And so I'm very motivated and energized when I see him share all of these stories with you, and I remember them, and I know that I can do it.
Hello, I'm Roger. I've actually had about 35 years of real estate development experience, and so I can affirm that In the last 3 days, I've been absolutely amazed at the depth of Cherif's knowledge and expertise. I've lived much of this for most of my career, and I've never met anyone that had as much knowledge and understanding of real estate investment in general as Cherif. It's very impressive.
Cherif, my name is Brent Wood, and I am an investor with you. My wife and I, Beth, have 2 properties, and we have been making this. We've been in this investment for about 9 months now, and they have worked. I guess that's the thing everybody's looking for. The other thing I would add, real fast, it is not just Cherif. It is Cherif's support team. We've had questions with these investments. We've talked to Ashley. We've talked to other people. They get you answers.
My name is Derek Law. I was an alumni in your roundtable last year in Pasadena, and you are my first teacher in real estate. And last time when I introduced myself, I introduced as a new guy, and I am no more. In the past 5 months, I bought 4 houses, and I have 2 more to close this month and next month. Yeah, I learned a lot of knowledge from you, and most importantly, I get my motivation, confidence, and all these things that I require to get myself jump started. And I collectively brought along a few friends, and collectively we bought over $2 million worth in the past 6 months. Thank you very much, Cherif.
Hi, my name is Shepard, and I met Cherif in 2009. He was the guest speaker at one of the other seminars that me and my husband went to attend. At that time, he had offered some properties to sell. He was selling some mini REOs, and I was very skeptical. I was like, I don't want to invest money in this. I don't know. It's too good to be true. It was too good to be true. And finally, I said, okay, I'm just going to invest some money, and I bought 5 properties from him for $75,000. And he said he is going to sell it for me, he's going to manage it for me, and I was like, oh, this is too good. Every single thing of that has been very true. Every property that I bought was only $15,000, and they were sold anywhere between $22,000 to $41,000 each.
You know, actually, I'm very grateful for being here. But initially, I was kind of not wanting to come because, you know, I've known Cherif for some time, you know. But my wife said, come on, let's go and see what he's up to. You know, he will always beat your expectation. And, of course, he did not fail. Because, you know what I mean, yeah, we've been opportune to buy his REOs. And I can tell you that sometimes I just can't even imagine that it is real. Like I was telling a couple of folks, last summer we happened to be in the Georgia area, and my wife said, let's go see the property. The property is real. I mean, it's real. So, Cherif, thank you once more again. You've always met and beat my expectation.
The day I registered for the Puerto Rico class, and I know my husband will get so mad. He said, you promised me not to pay any money for the education while you pay so much. And I promised to him that I will have somebody pay for it, and I will make sure it happened. So until now, I sold 13 REO, and that is $26,000. It's more than $25,000, and it's paid for, right? So I prove it. And the Puerto Rico trip really, only the first day, my husband said first hour, but only the first day I think worth more than that. Because as a high income earner, the tax is really a big problem. And Cherif teach us not to defer, not the deferred tax, is how to avoid tax legally.
And Cherif, I really appreciate your principles. I mean, I've learned a lot from that. And I know for most of my life, I thought I knew it all. I know everything, you know. But you know, I don't. And I don't. You know, the trust thing that you went over at the end. the time part of the trust. It usually takes me a lot of time to trust anybody, but you've earned my trust in a short amount of time. And thank you. Thank everyone.
Cherif, you are the most generous person I've ever met in my life. And with all your wealth, you haven't given me a dime, but you've given me a fortune.
I'm just so lucky that my path crossed with his. You know, there's a ticket, a price of the ticket to get you in the room. But it has nothing to do with the value of what you get. So all I can say is very sincere gratitude for what you're doing and continue to do, even without me and being my part in it, my benefit from it. I want to say I think you're doing a really great thing in this world. Thank you.